If you're in Perth like I am, you would have felt this weather lately, and it is cold. We've had a lot of rain, we've had a lot of wind, and it is freezing. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people in Perth who are homeless, and there is a high number of veterans among that number. Today, I'm talking to a lovely lady who's doing her part to try and help them out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to prep your standard NATO.
My husband's ex-service. He was 33 years in the army.
Okay, so that was why you started doing this?
Bob Wise that comes here? He was in the service with him. They were buddies in the army.
Lovely.
And, Phil Draper?
Yes.
Him also. The whole three of them were in the unit together.
It's a small, small world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so today I have with me Laurin, and she has just walked in with a giant suitcase full of knitted pullovers, beanies, vests that she and a bunch of other ladies have hand knitted. And you brought these in today to donate to us to help out some homeless vets.
Yes.
Wonderful. How many pullovers and all that were in that box?
There's 24 at this stage.
24, and they were all handmade. And you said some of them were made with handmade wool as well.
Yes, 2 of them made with homemade spun wool.
Wow. That's pretty amazing. There's a lot of time and a lot of love put into those.
Yes.
Why do all these ladies get together and do this?
Well, I've been knitting for about 6 to 7 months myself, and getting wool from the Salvation Army second-hand shops that they don't sell, and I was giving it to the salvos. But then the big boss in charge of the shops decided, no, we'll give you what we cannot sell, because you could be selling it and profiting. I was so angry and disgusted. I told them what they could do with their wool. I went to the shops and they all had an email from this man telling them to give me junk stuff, and I mean junk.
That's a bit aggressive.
Strips of wool that you throw in the tip. That's what they were giving me, and I told them what they can do it, gave them a letter, hand wrote it, gave it to them and said, as from today, thank you but no thank you. We're not knitting for you anymore.
Fair enough. And
then Dr. Anne Alley, the Federal Labor member, she's at Kingsway.
Yep.
And we spruikers for her. We used to be with Graham Edwards as well.
Yep.
And I said about it. She said, Laurin, do something if you think that much about it. So we got tuned up newspapers there. They took photos of us. And I'm a retired founder and director of the Bendigo Bank there. So the bank stood behind us, the shopping centre, and they said, all right, Laurin, as from the 27th of February, you got half the food hall.
Wow.
You start your own knitting club.
Yeah.
And we will advertise for the community to donate wool.
Fantastic.
So it was all in the Joondalup Times.
Yeah.
And it's gone viral now. It actually has gone viral. I started off the first day with 12 ladies. We went 26 ladies, 30 ladies. I now have 42 ladies.
Wow.
I have about 24 that are there every week. A lot of them are very elderly ladies. They'll knit at home. Their family will drop the knitted garments off to me Tuesday and grab wool and take home again.
Yeah.
And the other day I got a phone call from a lady that I had met a couple of times. She said, I just found out that you're knitting for the homeless. I've got some blankets I've crocheted and I'd like to bring to you. She came to my place and I could not believe it. Bag after bag after bag was coming into my place. She's 85.
Yeah.
She knitted 22 blankets or crocheted, and she took $70 a month out of her wages, out of her pension, to buy that wool.
Wow.
So we're both crying and cuddle into each other. And I said, come here. I took her into the back room and I said, see that? I've got over 50 litre tubs of wool donated by the community. I made up a big bundle. I said, here, you take this home now. And she said, well, from now on, I'm going to knit for you. She rang me yesterday after 10 days. She said, I've got 2 large king-size blankets made for you now. Can you pick them up and bring me some more wool?
Wonderful.
So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow.
Great.
But I have ladies that'll come, elderly, their niece or granddaughters will bring the goods in and then take it back. And I have one long table at the shopping centre. The ladies come in on 10 o'clock. They lay all their garments out on the table that they've made, and we've got our big sign up there, knitting for the homeless.
Mm-hmm.
And people come up, can we buy? No. We tell them what we're doing. And they said, well, what's that jumper doing there? You know, that going to them. And I said, no, they are being knitted privately for our servicemen.
Yep.
And they said, our servicemen? I said, yeah, we've got homeless servicemen as well, you know.
Mm.
So they said, oh, that's great. They'd give me $10. Or they say, here, how much wool? And I said, 5 balls to do that. Well, there you are. There's enough for 5 balls. Or come up to me and give me the 5 balls.
Wow.
Even the manager of Big W.
Mm.
He gave me $20 to buy wool at his shop.
Fantastic.
And we're at the RSL,
mm-hmm.
and I also help the orphans, severe handicapped orphans in India.
Yep.
And I make jams and stuff like that and raise money at the RSL. And the guy said, Laurin, you're always doing something. Now you're knitting. What are you doing? And I said, well, I decided to knit for our service boys.
Mm.
Good on you. Kiss and cuddle, and they went away.
Mm.
Next thing, they all came in, they're walking past throwing $5 notes at me. And I say, hang on, boys, I'm not that sort of girl. And they said, it's not for you, darling. You buy the wool from us and you make sure our boys in WA get these pullovers.
Fantastic.
So that's when we said, that's it, we're doing it. So I have 4 ladies that do it full time,
mm-hmm.
and the other ladies are doing for the homeless.
It's fantastic to hear so many members of the community just coming together and helping out here.
Well, a couple of times on a Friday, we'd be sitting down there knitting, and then suddenly an elderly lady would come with a trolley, and it's overloaded like that of wool, where she's gone to the homes or she's gone to all her neighbours collecting wool and come in and donate it to us. So everything we get is donated from the community to make sure it goes back to the homeless.
Fantastic. So if somebody else wants to donate, if they listen to this and they want to donate, how can they donate to you?
They can donate wool or knitted beanies or scarves or socks or squares for blankets at the Bendigo Bank at Kingsway. Okay. They've got a large box in the window, and they'll take them 5 days a week.
Fantastic. That's wonderful. Are you guys planning on... so it's beanies, it's knitted pullovers, it's jumpers, blankets. You're planning on going to anything for summer as well, or is it?
Well, in September, we have been collecting all the bright coloured wools, you know, lime greens and all that sort of stuff. Yep. We're going to start knitting toys for the homeless children.
Oh, gorgeous.
And we're collecting pillows and washing all the stuffing and putting them in big boxes. And that's what we're going to be doing, knitting toys for the homeless so they can give them out as well.
Wonderful. This is a really wonderful thing you're doing, and thank you so much for sitting down and having a
we love doing it.
Thank you very much. This podcast was edited, published and produced by the RSLWA. Head to www.rslwa.org.au for other content. Make sure to subscribe to this podcast and follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook.